Hello and welcome to brick tip number 51. The last brick tip I had done a big sort by color, and now I am going to refine it down further by part type. I still have a few more bins to do, but I am going to tackle the dark gray now and show you my method for sorting out by part type. First, we dump it, and this is the fun part. Once that's done, we are going to start just making piles with various parts that we want all in the same bag. That is how I store my parts, is in bags. So I have a loose system, you can say, of what I include in each part. I start with large plates. This is pretty much the same way as I sorted by color. I always start with the biggest stuff and refine it down to the smaller stuff. It just makes it easier in the long run. So put that over to the side. Again, don't worry about grabbing everything because it's going to take a few passes to get it all. Big ugly rock pieces. So these, as far as I'm concerned, are panels. And then we have various types of wedge plates. They're gonna go on their own as well. And when I do long 2x plates, they all go in the same bag. So I have been talking to a few people on Reddit, and they had said that they prefer to just sort by shape and size, and there's definitely some merit in that, because then they just go and have all the different sized plates all in one bin, and they can sort through what color they want. So by no means is this the only way to sort. It's definitely a personal preference. So I'm not going to make you watch all this. I'm going to get the big stuff out of the way and then come back and show you what it's like when you just have the smaller pile. So I probably worked on this for about 10 minutes now. You can see the pile is reduced down quite a bit. This is absolutely my favorite part when it comes to sorting, is getting it all into categories and ready to go. I'll clean off the table now with the bigger piles because I still have a lot to go and I need some room to work. So I'll get some bins, throw these in bins. Of course, there's going to be lots of parts of this type that I've missed, but I'll just make small piles of that as I'm going along. So, on to the next stage. Cleanup done. Now I'm going to start refining other parts. So I'm going to be looking for hinges and studs on the side pieces. I put jumper plates together, brackets, different things like that, any small bits. We're going to start making piles just like we did before. So the first thing I'm going to work on is always going to be the biggest thing. So we're going to go to some construction pieces and start pulling those out. And sometimes a piece will fall on the floor just like that one did. It happens. That's why it's good to keep a clean floor around and to have like an edge on the edge of your table so that you can catch those pieces before they fall. So I'm just going to put that over into kind of the oddball section. And then we'll start working maybe on some slopes, because I see a lot of them. It's the same concept I use in the other sorting. If I see a lot of one piece, that's what I'll go target. And then move on to the next. It's kind of whatever suits your fancy to sort next. I don't have any particular method other than that for trying to get this sorted. I'm just trying to move as quickly as I can, because this is a long process when it's all said and done. This is going to be about 2 days of work. So you can see little piles sprouting up all over the place here. I have different types of hinges, brackets over there. We've got some other small wing pieces, some tiles. So your categories are going to depend on what works for you. If you want to go by part size, then definitely you can go by part size. I don't get that refined. I'm not worried about that so much, especially when it comes to things like hinges and brackets. I like to have them all mixed up, because if I dump the bag out and I'm trying to solve the problem and one size hinge won't work and another one will, or this or that, I have it all there, and it actually helps me think a bit about what's going to work best in that situation. So that's why I don't bother going down too refined into what I'm going to be using. Next, I'm going to start working on the bars, and this is kind of the same as before, where in that sorting video I kind of use one hand to kind of shove the pieces around a bit and feather them out while I'm looking for the parts. And my eyes are scanning as I'm going, and if I see a part maybe that goes in a different pile, I can just fire it in, because right now my brain knows where the piles are, and subconsciously I can figure out where to toss things without even looking anymore. At this point, I've been at this for about 45 minutes, including shooting the video segments. So we are definitely getting down to the very end. You can see our piles in the middle getting smaller and smaller as we get near the final bits. All that's left now is just some pips and cheese wedges. So I'm going to get that cleaned up, and then I'm going to start showing you how I organize this into the bags and bins. Okay, now that we have everything sorted by category, at least category that I use, I bring my bin over. This is just one of those plastic jobbies from Walmart or local department store. So all I do is grab my bag out with whatever parts. I don't even worry about organizing the bins. I used to before the workshops, but when you have 25 people using the same bins and bags, they kind of get messed up pretty quickly, so I don't even worry about having those organized. So some bags are obviously going to need to be resorted. When I get more and more parts, my sorting gets more and more refined. So in here right now is just a bunch of different styles of Technic stuff. I'm kind of not pleased with that because it's too hard to find it, so I will refine this bag down further. I'm going to leave that to the side because that's something I'm going to have to do a little later. So we have a bag of our doors and windows and stairs. And I'm going to show you a really handy trick right now for getting stuff into bags without having to pick everything up by hand. Grab a trusty sheet of paper, slide the parts onto the paper. It works so well. Just give it a shake, form yourself a little cylinder, open your bag, ta-da. So it's gonna take me maybe 10 minutes and this will be all done. So all in all, an hour to finish that big container of parts off. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have, please click the like and subscribe button and share it around so others can learn from it. If you wish to support us on Patreon, that would be very much appreciated. And don't forget to join in the conversation on Facebook and our other social feeds. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic day. Keep dreaming in bricks. Bye-bye.